Okay, hi, this is Tom Stemdelel and Dominic Soochoo. And tonight, this is the evening show. This is our special National Education Week and...
Thanksgiving show.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
we got
okay.
it too early.
Well,
RHS TV is working on a big RHS TV is working on a really big production next week, so we can't do a Thanksgiving show.
Of course, so... let's see. We're going to do some stuff and have, sing some songs, do some poetry, have a grand old time.
I'll do the rundown. Okay, first we're going to have the opening, and this is it right now. Oh, we had that. And then we have the intro, which is this, and I'm doing it, and the rundown, this. And then we're going to have some school news with Tom, some tapes. We're going to have the uncooperative interview and the turkey interview. We'll explain that later. And then we'll have an interview we have an admissions officer from a college, I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but he's going to be here, and we're going to be interviewing him. He's going to give us some tips on how to get in.
From Nevada, right?
I have no idea. In any case, we're going to show you some tapes that the TV production class made, and then we're going to have a Thanksgiving poem with me. Of course.
Of course.
And you're going to help me analyze it.
Right.
And then we're going to wrap, okay? So now, school news with Tom Stemdelel. This is Dominic Soochoo, by the way.
Okay, hi. News of the week, year, day, whatever. Sophomore class elections were held today. I'll have to wait till next week to find out who won. So, the band poinsettia sale ends tomorrow. Buy now, get one free. No, that's a little joke. So, hurry. They're running out fast. Tomorrow's the first performance of a new player production of A Evening with Mark Twain and Edgar Allan Poe. This is a first-class production. I want you to see it. It's also being done on Saturday. Tickets are $2 for students and $4 for adults and other unusual peoples. It'll be at 8 o'clock both days, I believe. Let's see. On Saturday from 8:30 in the morning, the Domestic Exchange, the group that gets rid of some of our undesirables for a few weeks in some other schools, will be having a little garage sale so we can get rid of them real fast.
So they can be undesired somewhere else.
Go out and buy some stuff. Of course, then there'll be the perennial Be My Turkey feather sale. This is an event with a history, let me tell you. This has been here since before I can remember.
Mm-hmm.
I mean...
Mr. Davis likes it a lot.
Mr. Davis.
Go on.
Okay, they come in 4 colors, 50 cents each. Let's see. The red feathers mean that you love this special turkey. Orange is Be My Turkey. Brown is Mystery Turkey, which is, of course, perennial favorite for those of you bashful, shy people out there like Miles Standish. And, of course, black means you are a turkey, and I bet a lot of administrators will be getting them this year. Next Wednesday is, as most of you know, a half day. Let me say that again. Half day. That means you'll have half a day of school. That means you'll have a half day more of freedom. That means, all right. Okay, so, all of you seniors are going to be in health after Thanksgiving because trimester ends. Fortunately, I have gym for another infinite time. So Dominic over here gets to rest a little in an air-conditioned classroom.
Mm-hmm. Air conditioning?
Whatever.
Heated.
Well, heated.
Yeah.
Depending upon your season.
Bad air conditioning. Go on.
Well, hey. Let's see. There will be a dance next Wednesday from 8:30 to 11 o'clock following the Student Congress bonfire in Stevens Field. Now, all this, of course, will be in preparation.
One thing, all student Congress members have to go there, and if you go to is it the same thing as they had last year?
I think so.
If you bring in a piece of wood, you get into the dance and into the bonfire free, but you have to bring in a piece of wood, and if you don't...
No, it can't be like a pencil or something. It's got to be like a log. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, and
Not
then...
at $4.
Then, of course, when is it, Friday or Thursday?
I don't know, what?
The big game of the year.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if they just call it the Thanksgiving Day game, or if it is a Thanksgiving Day game. I don't know. I guess to be safe, I'll show up both days.
If there are any alumni, you better go, because this is the alumni. Everyone who has alumni goes back every year for the Thanksgiving
And of course,
Day
you
game.
can always use Hearman's Place for your trailer picnic.
Yeah.
Tailgate picnic.
You know what kind of picnic. Yeah, go on.
Well, anyways, and bring all sorts of flasks and such the like. And that's all the important news until we hit December, but that's a different show and a different story, so we won't mention that today. Okay. Dominic, back to you.
All right, this is gonna be divided kind of. Basically, we have two tapes coming up. The first one is, well, this is Thanksgiving. I mean, everyone wants to see, like, what a turkey feels like in this time, in this, like, special holiday time. I mean, and we're going to just show, we're going to have an interview with a turkey now.
A real live turkey.
A real live turkey in this school. Okay. And, well, we did this yesterday, and I don't think we'll be seeing, this man anymore.
We should have please follow those around there.
Hi, this is Dominic Soochoo for Ridgewood High School Television. And part of our Thanksgiving show, we're going to have an interview with, get this, a turkey, okay? Okay. I'm here with Mr. Davis, our student advisor, our activities coordinator at Ridgewood High School. Tell me, Mr. Davis, so, are you going to be celebrating Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Thanksgiving. It's a very important event in my family.
Yeah, that's really good. Tell us, Mr. Davis, so, where are you going to be celebrating Thanksgiving?
Oh, well, we've been really fortunate. Some of my relatives are having us for Thanksgiving, and we're really looking forward to going over to their house and really celebrating the holiday.
There are going to be a lot of people there, right?
Yeah, I think that we're just going to really be stuffed.
That's really good, Mr. Davis. I mean, it's good that there's a lot of people. I mean, we wouldn't want to think that you're going to be left over or anything. Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Davis. It was fun.
Oh, you're welcome, Dominic.
It was nice knowing you.
This is David Hiatt here on RHS TV, and part of our new format this year includes thousands of interviews with millions of interesting people, such as the man sitting here next to me. Sir, could you tell me and the audience your name?
Yes.
What is it?
A definite pronoun.
No, could you tell us your name?
Your name.
No, you don't seem to understand. What did your parents call you?
Son.
No, what did your classmates call you?
On the phone.
No, what's your name? What is your name?
What is not my name is an interrogative pronoun.
Let me put this differently. What name is on your driver's license?
New Jersey's.
And under that,
Our registration number.
no, what did you sign your name as on the driver's license?
Registered driver of New Jersey.
Oh, forget it. This has been David Hiatt with...
Me.
Yeah.
Okay, back to us. We are live again. And, okay.
It's our
and,
studio audience.
Yeah, we have a wonderful studio. Okay, and we have with us today Dr. Jim Morrison, guys. Dr. Jim Morrison from
Doctor of what, Mr. Morrison?
I'm a doctor of physics.
Really? What energy level?
Fifth energy level. We're dealing with
You were
quite
dealing.
thin slices of rock or granite or whatever, and we try and bounce energy.
Okay, that's very nice. Okay, tell me, you're from what university? He's an admissions officer from one of our top American universities, as he was telling us.
Second in every single
First.
department.
Okay.
First.
First. Go on. Tell us what university.
I am representing Aardvark University. We're located in Death Valley, Nevada.
Well, that should get a lot of the partiers out there.
Yeah, I bet. What do you
No?
consider yourself? What do you consider yourself as a university?
As a university, well, we are a conservative arts school. I don't like the word.
As in, I see. Okay.
But so what are the conservative arts?
The
Conservative arts are dealing with
conservatism.
anything that isn't liberal.
I
Oh.
see.
Thank you. That's very good.
Insightful.
My man. Okay, you don't have any connection with Harvard.
None whatsoever. To us at Aardvark University, Harvard is, almost every other school is an inferior school.
I mean, Well, Harvard is rated by the Barron's book as being, let me see, I think it's most competitive.
Look under Massachusetts, Dominic.
Massachusetts, yes.
Not Harvard. There's no state of Harvard.
Yes, they should make one though. Or
State of
actually,
Harvard,
they shouldn't.
Massachusetts.
Yes, Harvard. It's rated most competitive. How do you say that you're better than Harvard, but how are you rated?
We are rated more than most, highly over-competitive.
Oh, that's pretty good. Let's look you up here. We don't seem to be able to find you. What state are you in again?
Nevada.
Oh, Death Valley. Yes, well, we don't find anything. There's one college, University of Las Vegas. No. Okay,
That's a
well,
very popular
why
college.
you're not in this? The Barron's book of colleges. You're not in here.
Barron's
Can you
only
explain it?
had a range of college levels that they could put colleges in, ranging
so-
from special schools all the way up to most competitive.
Oh, I see. So this is really inferior.
It
We
is,
can just
yes.
chuck it. Okay.
I paid $20 for that book.
So don't worry about it. You don't need it anymore. Tell us, why are you more than most highly over-competitive, as you said?
Well, we take only the very best men as students.
Wait.
What are your admission standards? Well, what were you saying?
Well, you see, I'm a junior, and next year I'm going to be applying to a full battery of colleges. And I was thinking of, going for the big ones, Harvard, Yale, Stanford, that kind of thing. And your college intrigues me, frankly. And I was wondering, what kind of, standards, as Dominic said, do you take? And what kind of things do you like to see on the transcript so I can fabricate them real fast?
Well, you said you were interested, so why don't we use you for an example? What were your SAT scores?
Let's see, they were, I believe, 700 and 730, yes.
That's not good enough.
That's not good enough.
No, you have to have a combined score of 1650
Uh,
on your
uh,
SATs.
That's not very possible.
Is that including or not including the test of standard written English?
That's including everything and the extra credit question, which is on the SATs. And only the very best of students that we take.
Men, you mean?
No, students.
Oh, yes,
I
I'm sorry.
Didn't. It's not nice to say that.
Okay, yes. Get
Get
1650.
1650 because they are able to see the extra credit question, which is there.
And what other standardized tests would you like to see in your students?
Which admissions tests, achievement tests have you taken?
I've taken the physics, the chemistry, the math level 2, and I've taken the Latin.
It's not enough. No, you have to take all 14 achievement tests and score 800 on each.
800 and above, of course.
Or above.
But,
Yes.
But you expect me to do well in Hebrew, Russian,
Yes.
Latin?
That's what we're looking for in our men students.
What about grades? I mean, would you prefer like a student who gets like A's in like remedial courses and like special ed courses over someone who gets like, B's or
In
like
other words,
B
would you prefer
pluses
me over Dominic?
in advanced AP
Not at all.
courses?
Let me stop you there. We need students with straight A's in every kind of course that they could possibly take, preferably all AP courses. We like to see that students taking AP courses starting within the 6th grade. They must take 99% of all the courses offered in their high school curriculum.
But we only have like 10 AP courses.
Yes, but they have to create, well,
Then you have to go to college, summer schools, and take more or whatever you can to fulfill our
What
requirements.
college summer schools are acceptable for this purpose?
Only Aardvark University.
I see. Tell us, what do you look for in students like extracurricular activities? Do you want to see, for example, like safe rides, member, driver, and stuff like that? Or do you want a person to be in yearbook, yearbook editor?
Or captain of the football team? Or
Captain, well, yes, and
Well,
things
yeah,
like
well,
that.
I guess that's incompatible with the grades, though.
Everything. They
Everything.
must be a part of every club activity offered by the school, and every sport that the school offers on a varsity level. They must have varsity letters in every single sport. They must play every sport every year.
But there are only 3 seasons.
They're going to have to try hard. That's what we're looking for in our students.
Yes, that's very nice. Well, tell us about teacher recommendations. Or
We only accept one teacher recommendation, and the interesting thing is that we have that teacher followed for 2 months after the recommendation is submitted to see if they are the right kind of teacher to submit a recommendation.
What is the right kind of teacher to submit recommendations?
One that went to Aardvark University.
okay. How about
So you have a very organized alumni faction then.
We do. Well,
what about the essay requirements? I mean, for example, colleges ask questions like, for example, tell us something about yourself. Analyze a political solution, or like at MIT the question is something like, tell us how would you solve all our technical problems in the world and stuff like that. Or like build a spaceship that, for MIT one of the questions was build and complete and write about a spaceship that goes all the way to Mars and back. And what do you do as your essay requirement?
well, we give you the option to write on any topic you want,
Oh.
except you must write it in one of 4 languages, either hieroglyphics, Sanskrit, ancient Chinese, or cuneiform.
Yes.
Wait, do you take off for grammar and for spelling in these languages?
Yes, we do.
I see. Well,
But none of these languages are spoken and are truly and fully understood.
That's my point. We are looking for students who excel in everything.
well, I won't be getting in there, I don't think. Well, talking about these languages, well, what's your language requirement?
You have to take all courses in languages. Not only all courses, but you must be fluent in every single language there is.
What? You mean,
Every single language.
But the Chinese alone have hundreds of dialects.
You must learn them all.
That-
And the Russian republics?
No.
I
We
mean,
don't.
they have a huge numbers of
We don't
languages.
pay any attention to Russia.
really? So, everything else though. Well, this sounds like a really nice school. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to put this school as my safety school.
What are the facilities like at Aardvark, though?
Superb.
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 For a
Best
desert.
in the world.
Yes. Well, since we were on the subject, and since Barron's doesn't say anything, doesn't enlighten us to this fact, tell me, how many people did you accept last year?
Last year we had 10,000 applicants. 0 students were accepted and 0 students matriculated into our school.
How many students graduated?
0.
That sounds wonderful. Well,
However, we do have an impressive faculty-student ratio. Best in the country, 27 to 0.
oh, that's really good. Yes, but tell us something. Do you have interviews to get in here? I mean, I'm just pretending that I have like achieved all the requirements that he said. I'm just the Joe High School student who says, well, I'm just tops, and I think I can get into this school.
Where do you come from?
I come from Romania.
No, we won't take you.
No Romanians.
No.
Okay,
How
well,
about me? I come from Chicago.
Possibly. I'm not really sure, though.
you have to check.
What is the ideal area to come from?
From Death Valley, Nevada.
That's wonderful. Well, okay, I'm just pretending. Okay, I'm like president of Death Valley High. I've won all the track competitions. I'm like Mr. Death Valley, like everything.
You
And-
own it, Dominic.
And I'd just like to know, I'd like to know, do you have to have interviews? I mean, can you, let's say that, I've gotten a 799 on one of my achievement tests. I'd like to make it up somehow. Or, I haven't gotten over 1,600 on my SATs, and somehow I'd like to maybe make it up if it's possible. Do you have interviews where I can just give my story?
It's very hard to give prospective students interviews, for we have no alumni.
No alumni.
No.
Well, has anyone actually ever got into your school?
As a matter of fact, the last time we had students in our school was back in 1885.
How many?
We had
Really?
2 of which committed suicide in the desert. The other one was lost.
Lost where?
We don't know. It was lost.
Have you checked your closets?
No.
No,
Sure.
that's- well, for example, did you have any graduates at all?
We had one graduate in 1827. However, 3 weeks after he graduated, for some unknown reason, he was riding a horse and the horse reared, and he broke his neck.
That's a waste.
What a
I think.
waste. What a waste.
And sir, can I ask you, Nevada was not settled nor admitted until I believe the later half of the 19th century, but
That's where you're wrong. See, we paid the government off to protect Nevada as a state so that nobody would be able to discover Aardvark University except for those that we picked to go there.
I see, so it was like sort of a Shangri-La in the desert.
It was.
Shangri-La. Yes, well, I'm sure a lot of Ridgewood High School students will be very interested in going to your school. And, Mr.
Maybe one could get in, I think.
Well, you don't take
Okay.
Romanians.
No.
And it was very nice to have you on our show, and you're going to be coming in here to give college conferences soon. This week sometime?
No,
Any
I have to read all the applications. I'm not going to be coming in this
Oh, okay. All right. Well, it was very nice to have you come as our, as our admissions counselor. And, well, we have to go on with the show now. Thank you very much, Mr. Jim Morrison. Okay.
Right now we have a special guest appearance. This is excitement, folks. We are talking Mr. Manners, who's coming on our maybe Miss
Well, this
Manners.
is part of the Thanksgiving show.
Well, that was really part of the
You're
National
alternating.
Education Week show, the important one. This is just like, I guess, a little filler.
Just to give you a break from filling out those terrible college applications where you have to write your essay and things like that.
But we do want to keep it brief so we can get home in time for the Cosby Show. So, come on
This
up.
is just like a kind of a show to give you an idea how you should act at the dinner table, yes.
Okay, so come on up, David.
We want to keep it show.
David,
Yes, Tom.
etiquette. How is it going with the
Etiquette's-
business?
Etiquette's going well.
I-
Dominic, I hear you're doing a poem later on. I think you might need this.
Oh, thank you very much.
A recent poll taken in America shows that more Americans are concerned with etiquette than at any time before since the late 1900s, I guess.
Well, yes, that is true. Yes. Well, there was a kind of an uprising of manners in 1968, but that was quickly put down by the Nixon administration.
I see. So it was kind of a suppression of our liberties, don't you think?
Yeah. Well, no, not really.
Well,
Just-
anyways, David,
I don't think people really care about manners.
get on with it.
All right. For Thanksgiving etiquette, well, first things first. For National Education Week, I'd like to teach you all a little trick. This is something you can show your science teacher and get extra credit. Are we ready? Can we get a good shot of this here?
Can we get close up?
Take your pen, all right? Create the static electricity by rubbing it back and forth as if you're starting a fire.
You look really cute with that bonnet.
Thanks. All right. Now, twirl it around the pen and hold it here and let go, and it will magically leap to where you rubbed it. Can you see that? That's a good thing to do at the dinner table on Thanksgiving.
Is that polite, David?
Can you do it with bones?
It's very polite. It can be done with almost anything, and now let's get on with the etiquette. Recently, I engrossed everyone with my Halloween etiquette, and thousands of people asked me,
And did he engross me?
yes, and I indeed engrossed Tom. It's not very hard to gross Tom. And so, millions of people in school asked me if I could do something appropriate for Thanksgiving, so here we go. Rule number 1. Stuff the turkey only with the prescribed filling. You do not want to use any kind of curare, razor blades, because, well, you've had experience with curare in your turkey, haven't you?
Oh, of course.
And razor blades are painful.
Yes, they are. It's not funny, so don't, just, no. Rule number 2. At all times, be able to see over your plate. That's just a general good rule to practice in case someone needs to,
But
see your chin or something.
David, what about someone of your diminutive stature? Doesn't that mean you
Telephone
you get
books.
less than
Well,
telephone books?
telephone books can be used if you are very hungry.
Are they polite?
Are they polite? If you keep them kind of covered with, if you wrap them with an appropriate wallpaper that matches the decor of the dining room, then it's okay.
Okay, I see.
All right. Rule number 3, always wait for someone else to say grace. You don't want to look too anxious to make the food better or something, because...
Well, that someone else must not be watching right now. Or...
Yes, that's someone
If
else.
you say grace on Thanksgiving, don't watch this show anymore.
Right. All right, number 4, always wear a bib. I personally recommend the Carvel Turkey Puss baby bib Because
You've got a great audience out there.
Hey, stop
because of
laughing.
the easy off-on fastening system. It's very easy to take it on and off.
I'm sorry,
Keep-
folks. I'm epileptic here.
No, I'm not.
Keeps it around. All right, number 5. I know we have a large number of you, large percentage of you, work in mushroom factories. That's been
I know. I have a part-time job in a mushroom factory.
that's been determined by our great advertising researchers. And for all you mushroom people, just keep in mind, always wash your hands before eating dinner. Just
Everyone else doesn't have to wash.
right. If you don't work in a mushroom factory, you don't need to wash. But
And not only that, but you must not wash your hands before eating dinner if you don't work in a mushroom factory.
well, that's option. That's debatable. I mean, in today's society, where rules can change just so just every
David.
spur of the moment.
Why must you wash your hands if you work in a mushroom factory? I know that I personally use a very thick pair of rubber gloves when doing my work.
In the mushroom factory.
In the mushroom factory, of course.
Yes.
I'm wondering, why must I wash my hands before eating dinner?
Well, mushroom factories are very conducive to, like, yucky things. You know what I mean?
For turkeys.
Yes, and when combined with the turkey, these yucky things kind of create a sense of just bad taste.
Bad taste. I see. So by washing my hands, I'm being tasteful.
No, you're making the dinner taste better.
Oh,
All right.
carry on.
Rule number 6. For those of you who speak in Roman numerals, that's rule number 6. All right. Keep.
We got a riot of a audience out there.
All right. Keep all 4 legs of your chair on the ground. All 4 legs. Tom.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right. Rule number 7. Only sit upside down in your chair if you have a severe intestinal disorder or you are from the planet Orc. Remember how Mork from Orc used to sit in his chair? Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yes, we remember
Yes,
that.
he would sit upside down.
And swallow topwise.
All right. Rule number 8. For Roman numerals, that's this. Rule number 8.
It's this.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre is not a good topic to bring up for Thanksgiving discussion.
It might upset the turkey.
Well, if you must bring it up, if you just can't hold it in, just wait till the cranberry sauce is gone. It's just a good idea. Although, you are allowed to mention Arlo Guthrie's Alice's Restaurant Massacre.
Oh, that is a good song. It's the one about the 8x10 color glossies with the paragraph on the back describing each one.
Yes, I believe
You listened to it more than twice.
Yes,
All right.
think I have.
Rule number 9, it's just a good idea, not just for Thanksgiving, but for all the time.
Dominic, we have to work together on this one.
Oh, rule number 9, please. Wait, let's get the right yeah.
No,
that's
no,
right.
no, it's like this. Forget it. Go on.
Okay. If Mrs. Carroll's out there, I'm sorry, but... And then rule number 9, don't eat your soup with a fork. It's just,
But what if it eats like a meal?
if it eats like a meal, like I said, rules are debatable. I mean, in today's changing world of manners, it depends on who you're with. You know what I mean?
I see.
All right. One of the last rules, rule number 10, hit it. All right, wait, that was 20.
Oh, sorry.
Rule number 10, like Wonder Twin powers activate.
No,
Okay.
all for one and one for all.
All right.
Yes.
Rule number 10, do not ask for chopsticks.
Why not?
Well, Thanksgiving is a traditionally kind of German-English heritage
Yeah.
holiday.
I'm sorry, but there were no Chinese at the Pilgrim thing, okay? I'm sorry. Well, there is a theory.
There is
a theory
There
that
is
there
a possible
was.
theory.
Okay, go on.
All right. And rule number 11, the final rule, never, 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 and I mean never, well, sometimes you can, but never, never put a whoopee cushion under the hostess's chair.
Can you put it under the turkey?
David.
Is it...
I'm sorry to be crude about it, but some people just do this, and
Tell me, David, I was just wondering, I have one question.
Some people have a little identity problem. They confuse April Fools with Thanksgiving and
Yes.
National Education Week. These people must be found out and corrected.
miseducate
Yes,
them.
exactly. I mean, I feel this completely. I'm just going to write my college essay is going to be written about that point, about how people
and maybe you
confuse.
two can get into Aardvark University.
Maybe.
You too.
If I
You
can...
bet.
I just have one question.
One
What's
question.
that?
I mean, there's a new movement in our society that, like, says, like, you know, people like to wear swatches, okay?
I don't.
And,
Yeah.
like, I was just curious. I mean, how etiquette, I mean, if I go there, and let's say that there's a college grade, like, person who wants to, like, interview me at my dinner table. I mean,
Why would they
tell
want
me
to do
what
that,
are the
Dominic?
social, political issues. Like, for example, Would he think you like a little not perfect for his university if like you wear a swatch to the dinner table turned like this or turned like this? I mean, tell me.
right,
and
well,
what color is the right color for,
Like I
you
said,
know,
fashion,
Thanksgiving
fashion
dinner?
is always changing. For Thanksgiving, it's a good idea to wear a brown watch, of course. Although maybe it's not a good idea. I just decided because it would clash with much of the food. I mean, you should
Yes.
have
So should you wear a black watch and tie?
black watch and tie, yes. But
The
let me
tie
say,
cannot
it's
be
only
black, though.
it's only
No,
okay
white.
to wear the swatch if you do not move like this, like Dominic just did. So
Dominic,
Well, when I get into my socio-political discussions, I just like,
I know how you feel, Dominic.
okay, Mr. David Hiatt, thank you very, very much for that
you're very, very welcome.
wonderful, informative
Yo, get the bounce.
Magical. It was
Thing.
real big.
And we're going to let Tom talk a little. You're going to have to think of something to say while the camera isn't on me, because I have to prepare, because I'm going to give you now
Later.
a Thanksgiving poem,
Well, not now,
which
but
I
later.
wrote all by myself.
Well, Dominic, you know.
Well, you talk.
Now, first we're going to have a few videotapes from,
Oh, we have some tapes.
yes, the vaunted and high-class and high-flung TV production one hosted by our, you know, I just love this man, Herb Silverman. I think, you know, we should give him a big round of applause. He produces this stuff for his class. Let's watch it.
I like that. Roll 'em.
Hit it.
We are